Hey everybody, I'm the media junkie from the culture of pop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How y'all doing? It is that time again. It is the end of the month, or well, I mean, it was the end of the month. I'm a few days late, but we're gonna do it'll probably be like the first week after the end of the month. But we're gonna do the Letterboxd thing, where I talk about what all the movies I watched with me and my kids over the last month of March. And there's some exciting ones in this list. There's some crappy ones in this list, like usual. I don't know. Let's just get to it and see what's to do it. I don't even know why I said that. Anyway, so we're gonna look at the old letterbox. When we look at the first of March, I always went over. I always went over. I already no edits, guys. I already went over that I watched Amsterdam, Spinal Tap, Roger Waters, and I Used to Be Funny actually in February. But I didn't mark them until March. Sometimes I do that late, and then it messes with my algorithm or whatever here. So we're going to start on the 3rd, not the 3rd, because September 5th is where I start. We're going to start on the 6th of April. So we're going to go down here, March. And we're going to start with One of Them Days. Now, this was my daughter's pick. This movie was way beyond what I thought it was going to be. When I saw the poster for it in the trailer, I was kind of like, I'm not interested. But then, as you can see in my thing here, I put, like Friday, but women. Very funny. And I didn't mean that in a misogynistic way. I just meant it's very much like Friday. If you like the Friday movies, you will definitely like this. It's just kind of role reversed, but these women are hilarious. Scissor. Oh my God, my daughter's going to kill me. SZA's one of them. The other one, I'm not sure of her name. But yeah, I didn't expect much from this movie when my daughter turned it on. But I really got a lot out of it. Like I said, if you like the Friday movies, you definitely will like One of Them Days. Hand to God, you will like it. Anyway, let's get back. And what do we got here? Then after that was The Last Showgirl, which I watched on my own. And I really loved this movie. I gave it only 3.5 stars because I kind of thought that there could have been more to it. It kind of takes place in, like a month's time or so. Pamela Anderson is wonderful. She's amazing. I said this is a triumph for Pamela Anderson, and it is. I think a lot more people should see this movie. This is one of those movies I'm talking about where I don't even know if anybody even knew it came out. And it's really good, and you're missing the plot line here of what Pamela Anderson has been able to do with her career and the way she's turned her life around. I think it's pretty amazing, and I think this movie kind of proves it. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. She's really good. Dave Bautista's in it. He's really good. It's just a nice little story about The Last Showgirl, about, the Vegas showgirl thing kind of going the other way, and they're having these nastier shows or whatever, and she's proud to be just a showgirl, and that's what she wants to be. So it's kind of a really touching story, and I thought Pamela Anderson did an excellent job. She was amazing in it. But like I said, I gave it 3.5 only because I thought there should have been more to it. There should have been maybe a little bit longer and maybe more storyline with her other parts of her life. I thought that would have been good. But anyhow, next one I watched was Extreme Prejudice, which is an older movie, but I just heard about it. Didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Nick Nolte's in it. It's one of his first. Well, not one of his first, because this was after 48 Hours, I think. But it was supposed to be, it's kind of like a Western, but, with that gangster type feel or gangster type feel. I gave it 3 stars because it wasn't what I was expecting. It wasn't bad, but Nick Nolte's good in it, of course. He's always good, or was good back then. Yeah, it's just it's a setting in I think a Texas town or something. And of course, it's just got a lot to do with people messing around doing things they shouldn't do. And this cop that's in charge of it all. Kind of like Dirty Harry, but Western style. Kind of. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't what I expected after I'd read so much about it. Next one I watched on the list is, this was my movie for the kids, which was 1 Hour Photo. They hadn't seen it. And I don't even know what to say about this movie, because if you're a Robin Williams fan and you have not seen this movie yet, you need to see it. It's one of his best performances ever. It's very chilling. He plays a real down and out creep in this, and it's really, really scary. Just the things he can do with his face, with just the way his movements, how he talks. It's very chilling, and I would recommend this movie 100%. I gave it 4 stars. I don't know why I didn't get 5. I guess just because I didn't. A movie has to have a lot of rewatchability, and this one doesn't, because it's kind of one basic story. Once you've seen it all, you've seen it. But I mean, 2-3 times watch it, yeah, but not a ton. But hey, Anyhow, 1 hour photo, and I watched that with the kids, and they enjoyed it too. I think they got the creep out of Robin Williams there. He also did that really good role in Law and Order too, if you remember. The next one was my daughter's pick, or no, this was my son's pick. You Were Never Really Here, which I was going to watch a long time ago, and I kind of didn't. Didn't watch it. Yeah, 4.5 stars is what I gave it. I thought it was really, really good. It was a lot more. It was a lot more like feeling than I thought I was going to have about this movie. It's basically about a guy who rescues kids that are in trouble, like a lot of trouble, as far as being kidnapped, trafficked, whatever, and it's because of certain things that happen to him in his life. It's Joaquin Phoenix, by the way, and it is a really good movie. It'll keep you watching the whole time, and it'll probably have your heart beating, and you'll have some tension, and yeah, it's kind of dark. Some people might not like it, but it was really good. I appreciated it. My son always picks out good movies. I don't know why. The next one was this was my daughter's pick, which I was surprised. Didn't even know she had heard of this movie. A documentary about Gilda Radner, of course, my favorite SNL cast member. It's called Love Gilda, and it is all about Gilda from her, early upbringings to her life and what happened to her in her cancer battle and all the great things she did. I mean, it celebrates every great thing that she did, I think, just about. And she's just got some amazing back catalog work that nobody appreciates enough because we don't have that much from her, and that's kind of disappointing. I mean, yeah, we have 5 years or whatever it was of SNL, but as far as movies and stuff, we don't have that much of her. And I think this is a wonderful thing to watch. If you don't know that much about Gilda, if you saw the Saturday Night film and you liked her and you want to check it out, go check out Love Gilda, definitely, because it is very good. And it's a complete story on her life. Then we got, let's see, The Place Beyond the Pines. This was my pick. This is one of my favorite movies from, 2012? That's probably about when I watched it. I love this. It's got a dual story, and I love that kind of stuff where there's like one story in the first half and then everything switches in the second half, and there's this completely different story that still aligns with the first story, and then they kind of meet in the end, in the middle, and I love it when they do that kind of stuff with film. I love stories that are told backwards and, like Memento and stuff. When they do tricky things and twists and stuff like that, I always like that. So yeah, this is a really good performances by all to be had. Bradley Cooper is amazing in this. Eva Longoria is amazing in it, and of course Ryan Gosling. What more can we say about Ryan Gosling? He doesn't make a mistake. I really don't think he does. I think the guy's incredible. But anyway, yeah, check it out. The Place Beyond the Pines. Great story, amazing story. Yes, and Diner. I watched on my own, and I thought it was a piece of shit. I'm going to be honest. I know this is a classic. I know it's great. I just didn't hang around people like this. So I guess I don't get it. I know my dad was a big fan of it, but he was like a frat guy. I wasn't. I'm not a jock or anything. I'm a nerd, and an autistic nerd at that. So I didn't hang around guys like this. So maybe I just don't get it. I thought it was very misogynistic. And I'm not saying that to be preaching to you. I just, if I think it's misogynistic, then there's a problem. I thought it was very just offensive to the point. I mean, I don't want to say I'm an offensive person because I'm not. But it just got to the point where, wow, man, this is just them like being really mean to people and just being assholes. And I just didn't like it. So I gave it 2 stars for what it was, which they had some good talking. And of course, Kevin Bacon's in it. And he's my hero since I was, footloose, fancy free. But yeah, I didn't like it, guys. Sorry. I know it's a classic. I know it is, but I didn't like it. The next one we watched was my son's pick, which was Pig, which is probably one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies of the last 10 years. This is about a guy who loses his truffle pig. It's stolen, and then he goes on a hunt for it. That's all it is. That's it, guys. That's it. Him hunting for the pig. And I mean, there's more to it than that. There's conversation, and there's stuff going on. He doesn't talk a lot in it. He talks more than he did in Wally's Wonder World. Or Willy's Wonder World. But yeah, he doesn't talk a lot in it, and it's just the performance is amazing. It's all told through the eyes and through the face and just through what's happening to him. And it's a really good story about a man who loses his pig. And it's kind of sad, and it's kind of heartbreaking at times. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I gave it 4 stars. Yeah, anyway, Pig, check it out. Next one was Night of the Creeps, which has been recommended to me by a whole bunch of people. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. Some 80s movies that are horror movies I like, some I don't. It's kind of a hit or miss for me. This has always been talked about it. I think I was doing something else while I was doing it, though, and I hate doing that during movies. So I don't know if I got the whole thing, but I think it was pretty simple to get. I mean, it wasn't, a 1986 movie, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, but I did like it. And the guy who plays the lead in it, the red-haired guy from, I can't think of his name now, what is it, Vegas Vacation. He was really good in it. He was fun. And some of the other characters were fun. It didn't bring enough for me to the table. That's all I'll say about that. Runaway Jury. I just caught this on Netflix, and Gene Hackman had just died, unfortunately. And I saw I'd never seen this. And I love these old 90s trial movies. There were so many John Grisham trial movies and stuff like that in the 90s and early 2000s. And some of them I just didn't get to see, or I just wasn't interested because it was at that age where I was like, whatever. I don't want to watch that boring drama. But this is really good. Dustin Hoffman, Gene Hackman's in it. John Cusack. Really good. 4.5 stars, almost 5. I don't even know why I didn't give it 5. It's so great. It's a great I think it's 90s? No, 2003. So late 90s, early 2000s. Well, late half of the 90s and early 2000s is when we got all that John Grisham stuff. And some of it was really great. Then we come to the one that I was talking about on another reel earlier, which is Kraven the Hunter. I watched this on my own. It was on Netflix for free. I wasn't going to pay for it, but I tell you what, if it ever goes down to $5, I'll buy it. I liked it. I don't give a shit what other people say. I liked Kraven the Hunter. I liked the character. I liked the actor. I liked the scenes where there was extreme action. I kind of liked the storyline. I didn't really understand some of it because I didn't really know where... I don't really know the Kraven the Hunter background. But you can understand it without that. I thought it was really good. I thought it was very entertaining. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. I put a heart next to it, which means I'd watch it again. And I liked it. I'm sorry, guys. I liked Kraven the Hunter. Some people don't give these movies even one chance. They just say, hey, guys, this one sucks. Yeah, this one sucks. So no, don't do it. Just don't go. And sometimes that makes me want to go even more. The next one I watched was one I caught on. I forgot where I saw this. Did I watch this on Paramount? I saw a clip for it on something that I immediately watched it. It's called The Parenting, and it's like some of those other ones like The Blackening, The Haunting, but it's about parents. And it's just, it's same spoof material, basically. It's a spoof movie, but not like a real scary movie spoof movie where there's just a lot of jokes. It's kind of both. It's spoof and just kind of a straight up comedy. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was funny. Give it a late Sunday afternoon watch is what I always say when you're not doing anything. It's easy to understand, of course. It's kind of stupid, but I like it. I like stupid films sometimes. Sometimes when they make you laugh, they're fun. So The Parenting, I don't know where it's at, guys. I'm sorry. I think I watched it on either Paramount or it wasn't HBO. Look at Paramount and see if they have it. The next one is The B Movie. This is my daughter's pick because she had learned that I had never seen it. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan. Was all the way through the 90s and such, of course. And I'd never seen this because I'm not a big animated fan. I'll go see animated stuff if it's something I'm really into, but it's rare. It's very rare. But I did like this. Of course, because Seinfeld's in it, I liked it. And it was kind of Seinfeld's character, basically, or himself playing the character. And all the guest stars and stuff were good. The movie itself was good. Very funny at times, very clever and very creative at times. I thought they did a really good job on this, especially just for about a bee, or about a bunch of bees. It was a little far-fetched when he started suing the honey people, but that was still funny and it was still good. I mean, it's an animated kids movie. What do you expect? I can't wish for everything. Next one was my pick for the night, which my daughter didn't like, which I figured she wouldn't, which is one of my favorite Monty Python. No, this is my favorite Monty Python movie. If you're talking Monty Python movies, Meaning of Life is my top one. I would say Meaning of Life, then Life of Brian, then The Grail. I didn't like The Grail that much. My friends loved it when we were younger, and that's really when I got into Monty Python with my parents because they were into Monty Python. And then when you're nerds in the 80s, you loved Monty Python. We knew all the words and everything and all the different movies. But yeah. This is my favorite, and my kids didn't care for it as much as I thought. My son probably did because he likes this silly comedy. But yeah, it's definitely a Monty Python British thing that you gotta be adept at it, and you kind of got to know what the comedy's about or the style of comedy to kind of get it. Otherwise, it just comes across as just really stupid and insane. As far as the Meaning of Life, I think. Next one was my son's pick, Moneyball. I had never seen it. Another Brad Pitt movie where he eats a lot in it. I thought it was really good. I can't believe I missed it. I guess just because I'm not a sports fan. So I don't watch sports-oriented movies usually unless it's something supposed to be really incredible or somebody recommends it. But yeah, he put this on, and as again, my son chooses a good one. I give it 5 out of 5. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I thought Jonah Hill was good. I thought Brad Pitt was amazing as always. Yeah, I loved it. Moneyball. Check it out, guys. If you haven't seen it by now, see it. I mean, definitely see it. Because plus this was, yeah, well, I don't know. This is a hard year for me, 2011. We won't talk about that. Anyhow, that's probably why I didn't see it. The next one on the list is Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. Da 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 da. Walk. Da da da. I don't know why they called it. I don't even know why this movie exists. It was pretty boring. I liked the first one a lot. I like Gerard Butler. And I of course like O'Shea Jackson. He's been doing banger in all the movies he's been in. And of course he's Ice Cube's son. So man, what up? You got to give some credit. Den of Thieves 2 though, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think they needed it. I didn't. It's already on Netflix, so maybe a lot of people didn't think they needed it. So I don't know. There's not a lot to say about this. It did not come close to what the original movie was, and I just thought it was extremely boring and hard to pay attention to because there was so much shit going on. Yeah, it's not one of my winners of the year. And then my pick, Good Morning Vietnam. Yeah, that was my pick for the kids. That's another Robin Williams one they'd never seen. So I did like a back-to-back Robin Williams, I guess, now that I think about it. So yeah, Good Morning Vietnam. What more can I say about it? There's not a lot. It's one of his legendary roles. My dad actually met this guy and he was in a play with him, Adrian Cronauer, the guy that the movie's based on. He lived in our hometown for a while and he did plays at the local play. That's how my parents met. They met in a theater, and that's why I'm so much into movies and theater and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so he said the guy wasn't like this. He said he was a pretty normal guy. But yeah, he made this his role. This is just another one of those ones where he just makes it his role. And it's really good. It's really funny. It's not as depressing as some of the other Vietnam movies. It does have its points where it's kind of heartbreaking, but it's not as war happy as like Platoon or Apocalypse Now or something like that. Next one up, and this was a surprise for me. So Liza, a truly terrific, absolutely true story. I got this for like $5 on Fandango and Home, and it had just come out, but I guess it went on sale. And I kind of wanted to watch it. It was on my wish list. I'm a Liza fan. I'm actually a fan of that whole centrifuge that happened, late 50s, 60s, the whole Rat Pack thing, Liza Minnelli, Marilyn Monroe, all that different stuff. And I've loved Liza for a long time. I think I fell in love with her in Arthur, the 2 Arthur movies, because I like those so much. But yeah, I wanted to watch this movie. I gave it 3 stars. The only reason I gave it 3 stars is because I think they left a lot out. I'm not sure if they were really just going for Liza's artsy stuff and how terrific she was. So they tell a lot of her story, but they leave a ton of it out. And I was really disappointed. Like the Arthur stuff. Why wouldn't they tell her, talk about her starring in Arthur, some of the other movies she starred in? But yeah, they were mainly interested in her as a songstress, a dancer, a performer, entertainer on stage. And that was really cool because there was a lot of stuff I hadn't seen. But 3 stars I gave it because it didn't really pay attention to the rest of her career. Didn't even really pay attention to like Arrested Development or anything. I think it was in there once. But yeah, I was kind of let down. But then that led me to my next watch, which was Liza with a Z. And this brought it back home for me. This is basically Liza did a 1-hour special for TV, but it's filmed like a movie. And it's got all of her best songs in it, her dancing her ass off, her looking, I'm sorry, but completely gorgeous and completely sexy. I loved this, and I loved all of her songs. I'd heard most of them. I just loved it. And I can't say enough about Liza with a Z. I can't remember where I watched it. You have to put it in Roku. Just type it in your Roku app if you have Roku or somewhere like that and look where you can stream it at, because I did stream it for free. I can't remember where, though, but I would definitely watch it again. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this one. This is my new obsession here. I love Liza. I guess I'm a Liza lover. And then the next one, which is the last one of the month, which was a huge disappointment. Special effects. The only reason I watched this movie, this is from '84. It's trying to be a Brian De Palma movie from the '80s, but it's not setting up well enough. The actresses are kind of just used as property. They're kind of like just Bond ditzes. Eric Bogosian is in this, and I don't know if you know Eric Bogosian. He's been on Law and Order. I know him as what they call a monologuist or whatever, where somebody who gives one man shows and stuff. I saw 2 of his one man shows in Columbus, and I've been obsessed with him for a while. The movie Talk Radio, which if you look on my list of videos, I have where I talk about talk radio in one of my videos. And so that's the only reason I wanted to see it, was because it was a Bogosian film that I hadn't seen yet. And he's good in it, but I mean, he's just so sleazy, and his facial expressions sometimes are kind of funny, because he acts by just making a really gnarly, nasty face sometimes. But this movie just sucks. It's just not good. I don't know why I didn't like it. I gave it 2 for the performance of Bogosian, because he's really, really hamming it up here. And I'm sure if you saw what kind of guy he was now, he's a very proper gentleman and been in theater for most of his life. And I just think it was weird that he did this movie. But it was kind of a disappointment for the end of the month. But then, as you'll see up here, we got Blazing Saddles and Lord of War coming up for April. I got some movies this week that I'll be watching. And that's it for March, I guess. Let's close out March with a bang with special effects. This wonderful 80s movie. No, actually, I'm gonna say Liza with a Z is my closeout of March. Okay, because it was so good. I'm gonna go back and watch it right now, I think. Anyway, guys, I'm the Media Junkie. I'm glad you joined me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will really, really, truly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I'm off to the movies again, or watch a movie, whatever. I don't go to the movies, so I guess I'm off to watch a movie. I don't know what it's going to be tonight, but we'll see. You guys have a good one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.